Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cruise News, and in today's episode, Princess Cruise adds some new special perks if you pick the right package. The Carnival Jubilee gets its iconic funnel, and Holland America is going back in time to bring back a kind of similar itinerary from almost 100 years ago. All of those stories are in today's episode of Cruise News. All right, our first cruise news story comes today from Princess Cruises. They've announced some extra perks if you just so happen to be booking their Princess Plus or their Princess Premier packages. That's a lot of P's. The Princess Plus or the Princess Premier package. If you happen to get one of those two, there are going to be some new features that are coming that are going to be a part of that it doesn't actually affect the cost. These are going to be, well, you have to pay for the package, but the package isn't increasing in price, at least not yet. So you get these extra perks that come with it. This is going to be starting on August 12th. So any cruises from August 12th on, if you happen to have picked up the Princess Plus or Premier package, you will now get a complimentary room service to your room. There will not be any extra charge for the room service unless you want to tip the person bringing it to you. It will also part of the new. If you saw a previous video, they have a new embarkation procedure. So the green lane, which is kind of the faster one that gets you on faster, you will get the automatic green lane boarding on that, so you get on the ship faster, kind of like a faster to the fun if you happen to be on Carnival, something like that. So that will be included as well. There will also be more dining options. You have some different choices on some of the dining establishments on there. And then the Ocean Now delivery service. That will also be included with no charge as part of this package. That's their service where I think if you order on through the app or whatnot, some type of food, you don't have to be in your stateroom, kind of like room service. You can be anywhere on the ship and they will deliver it to wherever you are on the ship. That will also be included in that one with no extra charge. Like I said, all of those features are going to be part of if you get either the Princess Plus or the Princess Premier packages. And like I said, that starts sailings from August 12th onward. All right, if you saw a previous cruise news video I did not too long ago, you saw that the Carnival's newest ship, the Carnival Jubilee, finally touched water. They went ahead and rolled that sucker on out into the water. Everything was fine. Stayed afloat, so everything's good so far. And the other day actually got the iconic Carnival funnel was attached to the ship. Like I said, this is, kind of like one of the iconic things, I guess, with the Carnival ships. They put the red, white, and blue funnel on there, so that one is now attached on there. Obviously, they still have some more work to do on the interior and all that good stuff, kind of get the, the extra stuff ready, but all the main hull and everything is good to go, and that will be doing its maiden voyage this December 2023. It will do its maiden voyage as a 7-day itinerary out of Galveston, Texas, where the ship will be based, at least for the next this basically coming sailing season through 2024. After that, we'll have to see. But I'm guessing it probably will, there's a good chance it's going to stay in Texas, considering when it rolled out, they did have the emblem of Texas put on the front of the ship. So I would imagine if they went to that route, they're probably thinking about keeping that ship in Texas for a while. So yeah, if you're going to be sailing on the Carnival Jubilee on its inaugural voyage in December, ship is coming along nicely so far. All right, and Holland America has announced that they are bringing back kind of the same itinerary from an old 100-year-old cruise itinerary. This is going all the way back to 1925. They're doing a very similar, I think there may be some slight changes, itinerary that they had for a sailing that left in 1925 that went on their Rotterdam 4 ship back then. I believe that only held like 5 to 600 passengers at the time. They had an itinerary back then, and they are bringing that back this year. Well, actually not this year, but it's going to be in, I believe, 2024. I think it was November, they said, of 2024. It's going to be a special 42-day voyage that actually it leaves from Fort Lauderdale. It's a transatlantic. It will, go from Fort Lauderdale over, and you'll visit some ports there and actually come back. So you get 2 transatlantic voyages there and back. Like I said, it leaves and returns from Fort Lauderdale. So you don't have to fly out anywhere else except into Fort Lauderdale if you don't happen to live in Florida. But some of the ports of call that are going to be part of this, it will visit a couple ports in the Azores. It's going to visit Tangier in Morocco, Livorno in Italy, It's also going to be visiting Naples, Sicily, a port in Sicily. Athens, Greece is part of that. Tel Aviv in Israel is another port. It's going to a couple different ports in Israel, including Cairo, I believe, is one. That sounds like a cool port to go to. They will be visiting Tunisia, Gibraltar, Spain, and Casablanca. If you happen to like Morocco, you get 2 stops in Morocco there, one kind of going and then coming back. And then there's a lengthy transatlantic cruise from there, basically from Casablanca back to Fort Lauderdale. Like I said, this is going to be a 42-day voyage. I believe it was November of 2024, so you still have time if you want to try to book this cruise. It was available when I checked it earlier today. Prices start, it said, from $5,100 per person, so not exactly a cheap cruise, but I mean, you figure you're getting 42 days on board, and you get to see some really cool ports. You know, that's actually not too bad of a price if you happen to have the funds and you happen to have the 42 days off that you can go do this. That's definitely sounds like a cool voyage on there. Like I said, that's kind of recreating their voyage from 1925 that they did 100 years ago. It's kind of crazy to think they did this not exact same, but similar, you know, cruise itinerary 100 years ago. But they are bringing that back. So like I said, if you're interested in doing that 42-day massive voyage where you get to see some really cool ports, that will be something that's going out in November 2024. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for another episode of Cruise News. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about today's news stories. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.